Hey everybody, I'm WAAY 31 news anchor Dan Schaefer. You know, we've hired a brand new meteorologist here at WAAY 31. Her name is Grace Anello. Very smart, very talented. We don't know a lot about her though, so the company let me borrow a car to go talk to her downtown, get to know her a little bit better and share that with you. So let's see which car they gave me. Oh, well, of course, there it is, the WAAY 31 Storm Tracker 31 powered by Lynn Layton Chevrolet. This should be a lot of fun. Join us. I heard she has a sweet tooth, so we're gonna head down, I think, to the Cozy Cow near Big Spring Park. They have some great ice cream. Perfect for a hot summer day like today. Hey buddy, come on out. Hey Grace.
How are you?
I think these belong to you actually.
I was saying, parallel parking the storm
Oh.
tracker. That was
Don't spread that
impressive.
around, okay? That's
was
kind of
impressive.
embarrassing,
I
but
think I might hang on to these for a bit.
sweet ride. Yeah, you probably should.
What can I get started for you?
I want a chocolate milkshake with whipped cream and a peach milkshake. I know.
Sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? You want whipped cream?
Whipped cream?
Whipped
Yeah.
cream. Did you graduate cum laude and all that? Did you really?
She graduated.
Cum
top-
laude, yeah.
Top class.
Top of your class? No kidding, really?
Well, yeah, cum laude is not technically top.
Well,
Magna
summa,
cum laude
magna,
is,
summa,
but
whatever
yeah.
it is, yeah.
So I was the bottom part of the top of the class. You know, it's like the three tops. I was the last top.
So, but you're still top tier. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Let's get real. Did you enjoy college? Was it a good
I
experience?
loved college.
Yeah.
Loved college. Loved it. Because, okay, so Mississippi State kind of became a family school,
Yeah,
right?
we share that in common.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
I said earlier I won't hold that against you.
Yeah, I know. And here we are. So Anthony committed to play baseball there, my brother, when I was 11. So we would go all the time to go to games and watch him pitch and play everything. So I kind of grew up in Starkville because we went for all those years, like every other weekend. So then, of course, it's the best meteorology school in the country, and I was going to go to Clemson to play volleyball, and that was a big thing for me, and it was like very close. I was talking to Ole Miss, which is like our rival, and then all of those fell apart, and it was like I'm just supposed to be at State. And then it was literally the best 4 years ever. So then I thought, I'm so happy here. I mean, I've made my best friends in the whole world. I love this little town. I love my life here. I grew a lot as a person, grew a lot in my faith. It was great. And then I was like, well, I can never be happier anywhere else. Like, anywhere I go is going to be a downgrade from here, you know? But then now here I am in Huntsville, and it's so dynamic, and everyone's so nice. And it's almost just like an extension of the culture, but in adult form. And so I'm really like,
Yeah, I think you'll find it's a really nice place to be.
I could not be happier.
There's so much happening in this town right now, and it's a great weather market.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, the first time out, for this to be your proving ground, essentially. This
I
is
literally couldn't
amazing.
be happier.
Yeah.
First thing I do when I open my eyes every day is thank God, because I mean, I graduated with all friends that do the same thing, and I know the position that we're all in, and I know how blessed I am and how wonderful Huntsville is, so it's been good.
Now,
Really
you have
good.
family nearby.
I do.
You grew up in Atlanta, so this is we're like a 3-hour hop
Yeah.
over to Atlanta. That's got to be nice.
It
They
is
didn't send you to,
nice.
you didn't go to Portland or something like that,
I know.
where you'd have to have a plane ticket every time. So that's great.
It is good. So it's 3 hours to my parents. One of my siblings and his wife lives like 30 minutes west, so they're only like 2.5 hours. And then I have a brother in Birmingham and some family friends in Decatur and that area, Florence, Harvest.
So you're far from being alone here.
Far from being
Other than your WAAY family
yeah.
and the viewers who are going to adopt you as
I
their
hope
own.
so. I love them
They
already.
do that. They really do.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's
I hope
nice.
so.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Delish.
thank you.
We're gonna give you a 5-star Uber review for that.
Oh yeah. Tell me about your family. I mean, you say you're Italian.
Completely.
Completely Italian.
Completely. And we're very
What does
proud
that
of
mean
it.
exactly? Completely Italian.
Both my parents, for
Like
as far
they're-
back as we can trace, are completely Italian.
So you do the whole genetic thing, and there's a dot
Yeah.
right over it.
There's like
Sicily or Italy? I'm not sure which one.
both.
Both. Okay,
So a little
it's
bit
right there.
Genoa, which is like northern Italy,
Yeah.
and then a lot of Catania, which is in Sicily.
And you hate Italian food, right?
No, oh my gosh, what? That was just crazy. No, love Italian food. It's a whole big thing. We, for Christmas Eve every year, it's like all of our favorite days of the year. It's called the Feast of the Seven Fishes, which I know is grammatically incorrect, but that's what it's called. And you do 7 seafood items. And so it's a big deal that my grandmother, my mom, and I, we all make all of this food. And when you turn 16, you make like the Christmas lasagna, and it's like a very big deal.
Yeah, kind of a rite of passage.
Yes, yes.
That's
and
very
it's so
cool.
fun. My mom goes big for holidays, so our dining room is always like
Well, she's
decorated perfectly. Right. But it's always decorated perfectly with like all kinds of festive stuff. And so I have the most vivid memories of like being in the kitchen all day with the women in my family, and the men were in the dining room sitting, talking, laughing, whatever. And then whenever dinner's ready, we all just bring it in, and they all get so excited. And it's like this whole big fest when we walk. It's really fun.
That sounds great.
It's really fun.
Now, you have a favorite dish? You mentioned lasagna. Like, if you had
I
to
do like
pick
lasagna.
something, who doesn't? I mean,
I know. You'd have to
I
be
could live
crazy.
on Italian food. Like, Mediterranean food generally, I'm all about. I
You
love.
can come over anytime you want.
Yeah.
I will make you homemade pasta
Okay.
anytime.
There's a lot of us tagging along, so
That's fine. Y'all all
I'll bring
come.
the whole family.
Y'all all come on. I always cook for an army.
Yeah, and you have a specialty. I mean, you make this stuff yourself now.
We make our own sauce. The pasta takes a long time because it has to dry and hang, and that's a whole thing.
But you make your own sauce.
I have a full-time job, Dan. I'm a working girl
Sure,
now.
yeah. And we're glad to have you.
Yes,
Well, if I had to pick between a new meteorologist and fresh pasta.
I know. It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
It is.
So if you had a favorite, I don't know, weather phenomenon.
Oh, easy. Lightning.
Yo, very cool.
Lightning.
Yeah.
I feel like all meteorologists kind of end up having their little thing, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of my professors, it was lake effect snow or, thunder snow or something crazy that you never ever see.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm picking one that shows up all the time that I can obsess over and learn everything about and have all of it. And so I'm a lightning girl.
Yeah. So do you take photos of this? Have you tried to capture lightning
No.
on camera at all? I
Okay,
mean, is there a...
here's the thing. I'm not really a big picture girl. I'm kind of hate technology. And I really, it's a lot. And I really just like my friends will always take pictures, and I'm like, remember it in your mind's eye. Like, take a picture in your brain. Like, just look at it. Because otherwise, your whole life, you only remember through a phone screen. And I just don't really care for that.
This might change a little bit as you get older. It's kind of nice to be able to reference something. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that now. So,
Yes,
but anyway.
yes.
So what are you reading besides meteorology textbooks? Is there something
Oh,
you're
I
really
love to
interested
read.
Yeah?
Yes, it's like my favorite hobby.
Novels, fiction.
You're gonna laugh. I read
Nonfiction.
the cheesiest romance novels. Like if Hallmark had a series of books, that's what I read.
Yeah. Hallmark Channel. You big on Hallmark
Oh yeah.
Channel too?
Oh
Really?
yeah. Because let me tell you something. Everyone's always like, "Oh, they're so predictable." I'm like, exactly. So every single one with the commercials in is 2 hours and 3 minutes. I'm very structured as an individual, so I really like when I sit down at 8 o'clock, I know that at 10:03 I could be going to bed. So I sit down, when there's 8 minutes to the end of the movie, there's like a little conflict. We're like, uh-oh, is it gonna work out? Are they, who knows? And then they always, every time fall back in love, and I can fall asleep with a smile on my face because of love.
Happy endings.
It couldn't get better.
Do you like Disney movies? Oh, really? We
Actually,
can't
I
be
love
friends.
Hercules. I love Hercules.
Hercules. Oh,
Did you
that's
hear
good.
they're making a live action?
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
very
They're
excited.
making live actions of all those.
I know. I like old Disney.
Yeah, classics.
Like Pocahontas, Tarzan, Hercules, Lion
Old
King.
Disney. You see, there's the difference right there. Old Disney, it's Snow White, Cinderella, Lady and the Tramp, 101 Dalmatians.
Okay.
No, that's actually the Renaissance Disney that you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do like Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, that's
A
good.
lot. Yeah.
That's Italian.
Spaghetti.
he takes you to an Italian restaurant.
Right.
How could you not love that?
Best dates I've ever been on to a baseball game or an Italian restaurant. Those were the two best. Mostly because of the baseball game and the Italian restaurant.
I was going to say, if you can get a bowl of spaghetti at a baseball diamond,
Probably my favorite food in the whole world is the ballpark cheeseburger. I will take that any day of the week. Ballpark cheeseburger with a blue Powerade. Perfetto.
I like that.
It's the best
Perfecto.
you can have right there.
I wouldn't have thought that from you.
I know,
Ballpark
it surprises people.
cheeseburger and a blue Gatorade.
Yep.
Has to be
Well, yeah, I mean,
blue Gatorade.
I like blue, but I'm not going to turn down. If it's purple, that's a little, I'm not crazy. I don't trust people that drink Gatorade. I'm like, what are you hiding? But like lemon lime, like fine. It's not gonna ruin my day. You know.
Is there a secret talent you have? I mean, are you a
I recently learned how to play the piano.
That's not something you recently learned. You have to practice for years to get. How do you
Yeah,
do?
well, I mean, I'm not Mozart, but give me a minute.
I'm not Mozart, but give me a minute.
Talk to me in 2023. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
So
seriously.
it's
So you
something
just
I've always
recently.
wanted-
You didn't do it as a kid. You
No.
just recently picked it up.
No. So my brothers got private piano lessons, and then they had to choose between sports, and then little sister always wants to do what the brothers want to do. So I was like, team sports.
Yeah.
My parents said, you should take piano. You should be well-rounded. And I said, why would I do that when I could just be in more sports camp like my brothers? So I never took the piano lessons. So then I got to college and I thought, this is a really elegant thing, and some really educated people in the world can play an instrument,
Well.
and I don't have a seat at the table. So there's a class at Mississippi State, Piano 1, with Miss Rebecca. She's the sweetest girl in the whole world. And I took it, and I
I've
can
heard.
play 2 songs. I can play The Waltz
Well.
of the Deer and Rewrite the Stars from Greatest Showman.
You skipped right over hot cross buns. I mean, how did?
Please, Yankee Doodle Dandy was like week 1. What's
See-
the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Oh, I flew with the Blue Angels.
Stop that. You did not.
I did.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. We just had a Blue Angels flyover when I was at the beach a couple months ago.
Oh yeah.
It was incredible.
Down in Pensacola area.
Yeah.
That's where they're based, Naval Air Station.
Mm-hmm.
And and that's one of the cool things about this job is the access you have
Right.
to really.
As you have. I've never
Oh
flown with the
no,
Blue
but
Angels.
you. Yeah, well,
I want to, on record, what is
Yeah.
today?
This is it.
July 30th? 29th?
flag
June?
the
29th?
tape. It's June 30th actually.
June
so-
30th, 2022. At some point in my career, I would like to fly with the Blue Angels. Noted.
Noted. I have connections now. So.
Do you really?
No. It was 2009. It was a long time ago. but-
Okay, we're sitting here having milkshakes. All of a sudden, you fly with the Blue Angels, but I'm unreasonable for thinking that you have connections. Come on, man.
It was a while ago.
Yes,
But, I might be able to hook you up. We'll see.
that's so cool.
Yeah, it was really a neat experience.
Okay, wait.
I'm not gonna lie to
I
you.
want to start. No, tell me.
I was scared to death.
Were you?
Oh, yeah.
How fast did you fly?
I was third in line of 3 people, and so I had to watch all of them take off. They do these vertical takeoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I was like getting nervous.
How
about it.
fast
Once
did
you're
you
in
fly?
there, I don't even know.
Isn't it like 600? 550?
600.
Yeah.
Once you're up there, it's just the best until you start to get sick.
That's so cool.
Because the pilots, they do this on purpose. Because you got a camera on you the whole time.
Yeah.
And you're there for, publicity.
Yeah.
They want you to kind of get sick. And they want you to, especially they want you to pass out. Because
No,
that just
I'm not
looks
mentally
cool
weak.
on
This is
camera.
not happening.
To watch a guy just go. Didn't happen to me.
Good for you.
I did get a little ill,
Dan the man.
but I did not pass out.
I got ill.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah, one of the coolest things. It's the coolest thing you've ever done.
I went skydiving once.
Oh my gosh.
So cool. It was my
No
18th
way.
birthday gift.
See, I
Oh,
would-
yeah.
No, I would never do that.
Oh, it was so fun.
Nope.
So we went in a group, they send like 5 or 6 people and their guides on their backup. And it was all adult men, like my father's age. And they were like, okay, who's jumping out of the plane first? And not one of them spoke. And I was like, I'm going. And they're like, no way, you're 18, like you're scared. I was like, no, you're scared? I'm not afraid of anything. Let's fly out this plane.
There's that Italian coming out in you. I'm not scared. You're scared.
I got a guy, he told me to not be scared, so.
You talking to me?
Okay, actually, I want to circle back. What you said made me think of it. A new passion that I realized that I have in life is, at some point, before I turn 35, I would like to get my pilot's license.
Oh, wow.
And then when I'm nearing the end of my TV career in 100 years, I want to be a hurricane hunter.
Oh, excellent. Very cool.
I met one at a conference that I was at a couple months ago, and it was incredible. Oh, it was so cool.
You're going to hate me because I've been up in a hurricane.
Of course you have, Dan. Good for you.
You don't understand. I've been doing this for 30 years.
That's so cool.
you know,
Okay, tell me everything.
Yeah, it was actually the G4. It was the upper level hurricane plane. But it was cool. It was a lot of fun.
Who did you go with? Did you go down to Biloxi and then fly out with them from there?
No, they're based at MacDill Air Force Base, or they used to be. Now they're at Lakeland, but they were at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa.
Okay.
And so these are the NOAA guys, not the Air Force guys.
Got you.
So,
I talked to one of the Air Force guys.
Yeah, well, that's where you want to go, because those are the guys that are flying like right into it.
I know.
I was in the Gulf Stream.
That's still so cool, though.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a private jet or anything. It was all full of equipment. You know how
Oh,
they
yeah,
are.
that's fine.
But we were flying way up above everything.
Yeah.
And we flew. It was a 10-hour flight, and they went down to Cuba and down to, I don't know, over to the Yucatan and then up over toward Texas. I mean, they made this huge pattern.
Yeah.
They were monitoring. They do that. They drop the drop zones and they monitor all the pressures and temperatures and winds, and so that's what they were doing. They were just monitoring the environment around this. I think it was Hurricane Maryland. Figure out which year that was, but so they were trying to figure out where this thing was going.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They drop all these drop
That's
zones.
so cool.
It was a really neat experience to see.
You have done the coolest stuff.
I think about it.
That's awesome. Good
And you're
for
just
you.
on your way. You're going to be doing really cool stuff too.
One day, in 30 years, we're going to compare scrapbooks and see.
In 30 years,
See who
I'll be
did.
90 almost.
So? What? You going to lose your scrapbook?
Let me show you what I used to do
Back in my day.
back in my day.
Yeah.
A young whippersnapper. What are your career goals? I mean, do you want to be, what do you want to be? What do you want to do when you grow up?
I feel like I'm doing it. I feel like I'm growing up, and here I am doing
There
it.
you go. No, I'm kidding. Yes, you are.
I
You're
paid
doing-
taxes for the first time last week. Have you ever heard of FICA? I have.
Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When I grow up, I just want to be trusted in the community. Especially with severe weather. At that point, it comes down to who am I watching to protect my family. It's not about who's fun, who's charismatic. It's, we have to protect the family here. Who do I trust to do that? And I think the way you do that is by being involved in the community and letting people get to know you and learning what people want and their needs and how they feel about things and stuff like that. So I think in 5 to 10 years, I just want to be in a community where I can put down roots. I don't like change. I don't want something temporary. I want something that lasts.
Good. Your faith is really important to you, obviously.
It is. It is. It's my favorite thing.
And that was instilled in you at a young age, or is
Yes.
this something you came upon recently?
Nope.
Yeah.
Very young age. My family is.
If we're getting too personal, let me know. I don't.
No, that's okay. I love talking about my faith. My family we're a happy family. We all really like each other, and life is good. And my parents have always told us growing up, we're so happy because God is so good and we're blessed. And so I think I've just had that mentality in my whole life of every good thing does come from above. And so I've kept that with me. And it's true. I mean, being like an avid follower of Christ is probably my most important quality about myself that I care about.
That's first thing you do every morning and last thing you do every night. Thank God. Good on you. That's good.
Thank you,
Good to
Dan.
hear. We are too. I mean, we're
Yeah, I know. I could tell. I
She
could
could
tell. You just know.
keep that in your life and keep that in your kids' lives too.
Yeah.
I think the world will be a lot better place. Not that we're getting too preachy, but
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Well, it's interesting you say that, though. I had someone ask me the other day, when you're fresh out of college and you're on a career in TV, that's all everyone talks about is, oh, you're on TV and how is that going? Which is so fun. But I was telling my friend's mom the other day, one of the things I've really had to focus on is my identity is not as a TV meteorologist. It's not. My identity is as a follower of Christ. And this is something I get to do, but it's for the betterment of the kingdom. And I love it, and I couldn't be happier in my career. But it is still secondary to my relationship with God.
Grace, it was great chatting with you.
This was so fun. Thank you for
It
making
was so
time.
fun. We should do this again.
We should do this again.
We'll just come out here and chit chat.
Hang out.
Seriously, great to talk to you.
And it was so nice to meet you.
And we're so happy that you're with us. It's going to be a great relationship over the next several years.
Let's do it. Taking Huntsville by storm.
That's right. By Storm Tracker.
One storm tracker at a time.
Finish your ice cream.